Welcome to this POSSE training video. In this video, we'll be showing you how to create fees, pay fees, generate generic receipts, view payment history, void payments, and then make adjustments on fees. We're going to look at a building permit that has outstanding fees on it. And now we're going to click on the Fees tab, which has a yellow triangle indicating that there is an outstanding fee on this job. There are two ways that fees are created in POSSE. Either the system will generate them automatically, as for example this building permit fee was automatically generated by the system, or they can be manually inserted by users within the system that have permissions to do so. Let's practice doing that right now. We'll click the New button in the left, which pulls up a brand new fee. From here, we can choose a description for it. Do a clerical fee. You'll notice the date is automatically populated with today's date for that fee. We'll give it an amount of $50, and we'll select a GL account. 7,006 copies. With all that mandatory information entered, we can click OK, and then click Save. We've now created a brand new fee that's its own item in the row, and has now changed our total balance down here at the bottom to $83. To pay a fee, click the Pay Fees button at the top left corner. This will open a brand new window called Teller Lite for POSSE. This will show you all of the outstanding fees that can currently be paid on this job, and the check marks indicate which ones we'll be paying in this current transaction. For this example, let's assume the customer has brought in a check for $33 to pay the building permit fee, but will like to pay cash for the $50 clerical fee. Now, to note the person paying in cash for a fee, you'll have to do that from the Payee reference field here. And click Save. We can then return to the teller window and then enter the reference for the check that they've brought in as well. In the amount over here, we'll put in how much they're paying. The check is for $33 and the cash was for $50. Now notice that once I add these numbers together and I've put them into the field, the complete payment button is now lit up here because it shows a remaining amount of 0. This means that we've provided enough money to pay for the outstanding fees we've selected, and we're ready to complete the payment. I'll click the green button and it will load for a moment saying processing payment. When it's done, it's going to generate a generic receipt. This generic receipt will be saved with the payment. It serves as a record for what was paid and who paid it, and can be printed directly from here or just left alone. For the moment, we'll just click close here. And that takes us right back to the job. To view the payment history, select the payment history button up here. This will open a window that shows the list of payments that have been made on this job, and selecting it will let you see details about that particular payment. If you would like to view or print the generic receipt that was generated with the payment, you can select that from the receipt dropdown and select Print or View. Selecting View will open it in a new tab in your browser, and you can see the exact same document that we were viewing earlier. I'll simply close out of this to take us back to the Fees tab. I'll reopen the payment history. Now from here we can also void a payment if the check bounced or if there was any other reason to void the payment. Click Void. It will ask us to give a description of what happened. And we'll click Void Payment. This will now depict the voided text on the left here, indicating that payment is no longer valid. It will mark it out in a red outline and give you the description of why it was voided and who it was voided by on what date. Now from here, we can close the payment history window. We'll notice the yellow triangle has returned because we no longer have a valid payment for the outstanding balance, which is returned to $83. Now to make an adjustment on a fee, simply select the Edit button on the left and click the Add New adjustment. Provide a description and the adjustment of what's being changed. Maybe it's $25 less. Click OK. And we'll click Save. And we'll notice that the balance for the $50 fee has now become a $25 fee. This check mark shows that adjustment was made, and the overall balance has now been adjusted as well. The last thing I want to show is how to perform a partial payment. If a customer came in and did not have the full amount for a fee, but wanted to pay as much as they could in the moment, we can do that as well. We'll click the Pay Fees button. And we'll use the payment window here to select the amount that we're going to be paying against. So let's say they're only going to pay the clerical fee and they only have a $10 check. We can select only $10. We won't have the building permit fee selected. And now our total amount being paid is only going to be this $10. We can put in the check. This one's only for $10. Complete payment button lights up once again, and selecting that will process the payment and generate the receipt. And we've now paid $10 and leaving $15 left on that payment. And just to recap, in this video we covered how to create fees, how to pay fees, how to view payment history and void payments, as well as how to make adjustments on fees. That's about it.